Working with your child at 18 months with issues with the corpus callosums, ACC. So first of all, and the ophthalmology, I need to see better. What you're hearing is structure. Now, the optic nerves are pale. What level? 1, 2, 3, or 4. You need to know where they're going. Now, they'll have a better idea by the age of 3 of where the optic nerve is. But honestly, with the eyes, you just need one direct line in. However, I feel that I'm concerned your glasses. Why? You have an issue with the plagiocephaly, the head shape in the back, right? And the head shape, and again, guys, you can all do this. Take your head and just press into the head and see what it does to your vision, right? You should really feel your vision shift, right? And so the alignment of the eyes need to be there. But this is where you have to have an ophthalmology report. But I don't feel that your child's eyes have been looked at because they're only mentioned structure. Structure has nothing to do with this. Structure is retina and optic nerve, but it doesn't mean that your child's been checked for glasses. And for that reason, you need a retinoscopy. The retinoscopy needs to be performed to see where your child's, because again, like you're saying, seeing vision and not with vision. And then a good ophthalmologist is going to also award you the information if your child has cortical visual impairment or maybe delayed visual maturation. And that's why, we have to work with the vision. Working with the vision is going to be best done when your child is in a more stable environment. It's very hard to be propped or trying to sit up and then trying to see. And so that's where we need to know. But I need to see somehow the ophthalmology report, if you can get it, to see if the eyes were even being checked for vision. The second thing is you really want to work with your rolling over course. Now, I am just going to assume that this is a therapist working with your child, because the hand is here. A lot of therapists, unfortunately, just aren't taught touch, and your child's going to have a problem with that. But the reason they're rolling over and coming backwards, the chest is too wide. And so what needs to be worked on first is the midline crossing through the chest. What happens here is the chest is too wide. And even if I were to do it, right, this is where gravity, almost like an unbalanced tire, where gravity wants to take me. To roll over, you need total engagement of the collarbones and the scapula and all of this going on, which child doesn't have, and that's why they're flopping to their back. It really gets looked at as being more of a neurological problem, but it's really more of a physical problem what's going on. But between the flatness of the head and the flatness of the back of the back, that's just where her comfort is coming over. So from there, coming forward, I would be working on the tummy time course actually first, and then going into the other things. I know you want the other milestone. We don't have a good foundation, right? And there needs to be another foundation. And really what's going on is they're going to view the child having just low tone or issues with dealing with tone versus dealing with movement, right? You don't need to have high tone or low tone or any kind of tone to have movement, right? Look at little old ladies going to the store carrying bags. They don't have core strength. They don't have all those things, but guess what? They can transition in and out of the car. They have balance. They have those skills. Really is not much different than we're looking for our child. So I'd really be in the optimal development plan. We do have Spanish here. I apologize, I'm not, but Claudia and Felipe certainly can also help working with that and the courses that are available. We have the rolling over course in Spanish. Give me a second to get the link to you. I have to go in with the client, but I'll get that over to you. Thanks.